The UK Online Safety Act is out and causing havoc. How many of you are personally affected by this in the UK and other places? The privacy and self-doxing laws always claim they are about protecting children, but what it's really doing is building a database of users' personal info in a country that wants to arrest you for online speech. This is not even a stretch, by the way. This is actually not a joke. The T-App shows this info will be leaked, not if, but when. Because at the end of the day, even if you have the best security, people can and will find a way to crack it. I know, it's not perfect. Security is about being steps ahead, and sometimes you're not steps ahead, you're 2 steps behind, and you get your shit leaked. It's just a bad idea. I think the biggest problem that I saw with it is not just like outlawing corn, it's making anything that's even vaguely adult able to be censored. So like drugs, alcohol, quote unquote like violence in video games, that could be a possibility. And of course, porn. Anything that falls under that category can be censored, which is obviously not going to boil over well at all. And the funny part is, if you're against this, if you speak out and say, hey, I don't think this act is really good, they instantly label you as a gooner. It's like the perfect defense for these boomers. Oh, you don't like our heavy-handed internet censorship? LMAO! Or actually, LOL. Look at this idiot, he's addicted to corn. They're just gonna start gaslighting you into oblivion. Yeah, gooning, how about you get a girlfriend, loser? Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying, man. The UK is doing this because parents won't monitor their freaking kids. That's another thing. Oh my god, but I could talk about that for hours. Frick parenting, dude. Just do your job. VPN purchases are soaring after UK passes restrictive online safety act. Oh my god, look at that! It literally like 300%. It went up 300% overnight. Ba-boom! It even went higher the next day. Holy. Yes, obviously. This was obviously going to happen. Contrary to some people's beliefs, the average person hates being told what to do. I know. Shocker, right? Like, huge revelation, like, no way, really? People, the average person doesn't like being told what to do? What? It's literally in our nature? And they especially hate being told what to do by the government. Obviously, VPNs are gonna skyrocket in use. Because this is ridiculous. And nobody wants to be subjugated to handing over their ID to every single fucking website. Look what we just talked about with the T-App. Like, think about it. This is just asking for bad outcomes. So many people are gonna get doxxed in the future because of this. And people I'm sure are rightfully scared of that outcome, so they're gonna download VPNs and pay for that. Not only because they don't want to be told what to do, but also because they have a genuine fear of getting doxxed and they don't want to hand over their freaking ID, which is totally valid. If you're in the UK, don't feel bad about getting a VPN because you don't want to get freaking doxxed in like, I don't know, God knows, like 2 years or something. Imagine giving an erotica website your ID. Yeah, imagine, dude. And it gives even more incentive for people that maliciously want to hurt people and hack or damage the website to the point where they can infiltrate and dox people. It's so cringe. We'll just make VPNs illegal? Well, that's the next step, but yeah. It's so bad. Wake up, new UK law banning 18 plus content without ID verification. Banned from opening channels on my own Discord. Oh, of course, you're Challenger Tom Canch, man. My Discord server that I own. I'm tired of defending the UK. It is truly shit to be British. Poor guy. Poor guy. He's not only British, he's a Tonkinch man, but he also can't look at his corn. Sorry, mate, you have a license for that Discord channel. I need to see some ID before I let you in. Could be dangerous in that channel there, mate. To add on to this, because this ended up way bigger than I expected, here are my more detailed thoughts on it. Debate away. Pornography is evil, one of the greatest opioids of our time. I agree. However, oh my god, this is a big however. Kids should have parents that look at what they do. You are just supposed to be a good parent. Like, if you're 18 years old, go crazy, bro. Go crazy. UK always has a nanny state problem. Yeah, it's kind of scary. Protecting children from it especially is essential. I say this the same thing about vapes. What is it called? There was some other crazy drug that you could like buy legally, but it was like not a drug. I forget what it was, but anyway, that's my point. Like vapes, not soft alcohol, but like there's a way around it. Yeah, Spice. Was it Spice? Yeah, it was Spice in K2. That was crazy. That epidemic. Same way for pornography is one of the best things you can do in your life even as an adult. I simply do not believe that weak ID verification on a select number of websites is meaningful or effective. It's just virtue signaling. Based! Yo, this guy's kind of based. Real change needs to come from an actual culture shift in how pornography is viewed. Why is it encouraged or pushed by everyone as a positive? Parenting! Stop allowing children to be raised by the internet! This guy's kind of based for being a Tonkinch player. Chat, even Discord, by the way, that's wild. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense since they labeled it as a way to protect the children, except when you don't protect them from predators online on Discord that go out of their way to, you know, talk to kids and get reported and nothing happens. We've watched many such videos on my stream where there's a hidden underground of like talking to kids as adults. Yeah, but again, any kid that really, really wants to get around this and is determined is going to find a free VPN or, I don't know, steal their mom's credit card or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's really that simple. Like, how many of you, for example, for me, when I got punished because I would go over the bandwidth limit to play League when I was a kid, my parents would take away the computer, what is it called? The computer cable and the router. So I went to my friend's house and got a spare, and I would sneak, like when they would go out, I would just replace them and play it for like an hour before they get home, just to get my fix. Man, we could take away my keyboard. Oh, that's a good one too. But again, you can always get around it. I figured out the password. Dude, I was so schizo locked into playing League and World of Warcraft. This is so crazy. I would walk around the corner where I would, you know, be not in the room, because we had like an office space for the computer so that my parents could walk in any time, because that's what good parents do. And I would learn that because my parents would press the keyboards really slowly because they're boomed out. And I figured out the password by like the tic-tac-ing. And then I remember a couple of times I'd walk in the room before they'd finish the password, and I would figure it out based on where their hands are on the keyboard. That's how I figured it out. It took me a month or two. Like, again, it took me a little while, but eventually I figured it out. Based on where their hands were, and I would register it in my brain. Yeah, around the corner. Yeah, they would tell me to walk out of the room, right? But my parents are boomed out because they can't type fast. What was it? Dude, I can't remember. I couldn't tell you. It was some sort of Russian thing. But anyway, you get my point though. Kids will find a way around, right? Let's read this though. This is so funny. I think I need people outside of the UK who think it's only gooners who are mad over this new ID law to understand that the Online Safety Act doesn't just apply this authoritarian horseshit to porn. It's anything that can be vaguely classed as adult. Violence, alcohol, and drugs. And gamba. And Gamba too, very likely, right? More and more smaller websites are geo-blocking the UK because complying with this law is impossible for them. It's such an insane governmental overreach that it's deep within the territories of flat-out unsafe. This country just had a massive hacking incident where millions of people's data was stolen from big supermarkets. That also happened in America too. Everyone's social security got leaked apparently as well. Here's the nanny state government barging in and demanding all adults who want to look at a beer subreddit. What? A beer subreddit? Where was I? Upload their freaking personal IDs full of info about themselves into an unsafe third-party verification outlet. Use a VPN. Is this a WoW player? Oh my god, it's a WoW player! You know they're gooned out, but that's besides the point. Like, this law is so insane that Wikipedia is considering geo-blocking Britain. Not only is the whole ID and face scan thing completely unsafe, it's comically expensive for websites to implement in the first place. That too, you're also killing people. Figuratively. Not figuratively, not literally, figuratively. You're killing people's businesses. I can't wait to see how many court cases cause this. Dude, why I can't read. I can't wait to see how many court cases this garbage causes. The UK is truly an embarrassing shithole, failed state Tokyo drifting into the pits of mass censorship and authoritarianism. I could also extrapolate this to video games. What if a video game is deemed too, like, for example, let's just say Stellar Blade is too gooned out for the UK government, and then you can't play the game and it makes you like verify your Face ID or some shit like that? Like, bro, this is so bad. You give him an inch, you take him you give him I can't speak today. You give him an inch, you you know what I'm saying, dude. Oh my god. You. Shut up! Shut up, so you give him an inch, they take a mile. There we go, I got it. I had to close my eyes. Sorry, my brain starts getting cooked when I'm overstimulated. And passionate. When I get passionate over these topics, I start getting overstimmed. But what I was trying to say, chat, I didn't even think about that shit. Like, how many websites are just gonna cut service to the UK entirely because it's so insane to have to comply with this law specifically? Like, what is happening to your ID? Are all of the websites that want to operate in the UK just like responsible for holding onto your ID and keeping it safe? Are you trolling? In America, we had a data breach that leaked everyone's social security. Do you guys forget that? That happened like this year, I'm pretty sure, right? Do they all have to get their own databases to store the freaking IDs of their users that live in the UK? That's insane. That sounds actually mental. What happens when bad actors that don't even operate in the UK create websites specifically for the purpose of phishing your information? Have you ever thought about that too? Like, again, with the T-app thing, I thought maybe they could have been clever enough to be a false flag operation to get people like outed for being horrible, right? And then it's with this intent to like target people in the UK and then use this law as leverage to get their ID. I would assume that could happen. Imagine you a UK bro and your SmugAlana stream gets shut off as soon as Alana goes fire model. Yeah, what if that, I mean, you're joking, but that could absolutely happen. Yeah, as soon as like switch models, you're like, oh, you got a license for Fortunate VTuber, mate. Just boom, just shuts it off. I have to comply to UK laws. Dude, wait, you could also have that happen to Twitch. Like, what if your stream is too lewd? There's too much cussing. Or like, there's too much cleavage. Yeah, UK smugglers, it's fire time. Time to ban you. A character shows up on your screen, just gives you a talking to. No, no, no! Stop looking at attractive anime women! No, no, no! Bye-bye Bulls category. Yep, goodbye. It's scary to think about. I don't think it's too far-fetched to think that this could extend to other websites like Twitch. The UK Online Safety Act is trying to ban access to Wikipedia. It ain't about safety. This law is an absolutely horrendous overreach of control, censorship, and surveillance. It needs to be completely revoked, and they need to try again if they are actually trying to protect children. Chat, what does this even mean if it's going to ban access to Wikipedia? What does that even mean? What? I mean, Wikipedia's not great, don't get me wrong. I think it has a slew of issues, but why? What is going on? They're trying to pass it in America? Chat, I think people will actually riot in the streets if they try to do that in America. I'm not even kidding. Think about the bread and circus kind of deal, right? Like, how many people are addicted to gooning out online or like gambling or whatever? Like, or just looking at titty streamers. Like, it's a free country. You can do whatever the fuck you want, right? If you ban that, you ban the circus part, the entertainment part, and people will unironically get so mad, people will go to the streets. The people affected this are at home not touching grass, but you're not thinking about the bigger picture. If I can't sit around and goon the fuck out when I'm a gooner, right? I'm gonna go outside. Like, what are you gonna do? They'll leave the house and start getting really upset. Like, your hobby, your ability to entertain yourself is gone. It's like shutting off the internet. Like, if my internet just shut off, like, what am I gonna do? I can't stream, I can't go to do my job, I can't look for YouTube videos to look at, I can't sift through Discord, I can't look at my phone to, like, do work. It's over. I'm gonna go outside. And what happens when you go outside? You start thinking things. You start thinking, like, fuck the government, you know? I'd die or blow up. Yeah, me too. Again, I'm sure there's some people that would be happy to have Wikipedia censors. Pretty sure they had issues historically with being biased. I totally get that. Right? I don't know, though. I get, because it gets too close to politics, and I just stopped caring. But regardless, it seems really weird for me that UK Online Safety, to protect kids, wants to censor Wikipedia of all things. I'm not sure how true this is, but it seems kind of scary, no, chat? Like, why are they censoring it? Really makes you think, huh? Oh, you got a license for that free internet encyclopedia. It's over, mate. Is bias a reason to censor the website? I don't know. It just seems really weird to me if that's true. So in an attempt to verify my age by having the Discord app look at my face, I was immediately permanently suspended. This is after trying to use my ID, which didn't work. I've sent an appeal, but I swear to God, if I lose my account over this fucking shitty system, I will crash out. You broke the rules for minimum age requirements. Your account is suspended? Bro, he probably just looks too young. I'm guessing he thought I was under 13. Yeah, but some people do look really young. What if you're a girl that looks like really, really young? I've met some Filipina chicks that like looked like they were still 16 and they're like 25. I've seen them, like honest to God, not trying to be weird. Like, I've seen it in like college and outside. Yeah, rip Asian chicks as well. Yeah, they're like permanently young and beautiful, right? They don't turn into hags. Why wouldn't just show the birth date and photo? That's so dumb. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, at the end of the day, it's a really bad system. And it screws over, like, random people for no reason. Can people stop being brain dead and pretending that Online Safety Act only affects porn addicts when in fact it's making normal social media literally unusable? Oh my God! What? Verify your age to continue. This page may contain mature content. Wait, what if SmugAlana Reddit is banned for all the UK smugglers? I know we have those, right? And do you really think that it's not just a bunch of AI determining what is and isn't 18 plus content? What if it says fuck or shit or other slurs a bunch of times and it's not even like sexual content? And it's like banning all of these, right? I'm so sorry for UK bros. Get a VPN! Get a VPN! Get a VPN! Get a VPN right now! Right now, chat! Get it! 200,000 British citizens signed a petition to repeal the Online Safety Act. This act is draconian and totalitarian. Are you against it? Repeal the Online Safety Act. We want the government to repeal the Online Safety Act. Sign this petition. 200,000 people. And this was what, yesterday? I'm gonna check it right now. Repeal the Online Safety Act. Chad, if you're a UK smuggler, please sign it. Chad, if you are a British citizen, don't be like cringe and sign under as an American or anyone else outside the EU. It doesn't count, and it can also extend the process of them unbanning it. We have to push back against this. If there's an American petition that helps or something, I would gladly sign it. Only do it if you live in the UK, which includes Northern Ireland and Scotland, if I remember correctly. Please, for the love of God, we cannot let this happen. Otherwise, we can't look at pretty art like this and we get banned. Or it gets banned and flagged. Right now, do your best, get a VPN, and sign. Sign right now, it's at 300K. And Wales, that's right, and Wales. Everyone always forgets Wales. I'm sorry. I'm not bad at geomography.